I often get asked, do I need a degree to become a data scientist? Short answer is no, but it certainly does help. Let me explain why in this video. According to an article from Coursera, which is based on a study from Zapier, 51% of data scientists have a bachelor degree, 34% have a master's, and 13% have a PhD. That leaves the remaining 2% either being undefined or not having a degree. Another study by Bob Moore, who analysed thousands of data scientist profiles on LinkedIn, found over 79% of data scientists that list their education have earned a graduate degree and 38% have earned a PhD. And finally, another study by 365 Data Science said, according to our data, the typical data scientist in 2020 holds either a master's degree, 56%, a bachelor, 13%, or a PhD, 27%, as the highest academic qualification. Now, of course, like with everything, we have to take these statistics with a pinch of salt, just because we're not exactly behind the scenes on how these people got the data, the experiments they ran, and also the word data scientist is quite ambiguous nowadays, and it may mean different things, but one thing that is clear from this research and figures is that the majority of data scientists do indeed have a degree. If we dig in further, the Zapier study also shows if a data scientist does hold a degree, what subject is their degree in. In fact, 50%, according to this research, held a degree in computer science, maths, statistics, or physics. So about 50% of data scientists who have a degree have it in a really technical subject. The remaining 50%, even though the figures are not shown, I reckon they're probably some sort of engineering, chemistry, or economics, and other subjects which also have some sort of heavy mathematical component. So what does this all mean? Well, it shows us that the majority of data scientists have a degree and they have it in a STEM subject. And in fact, many data scientists also have even further degrees at master's and PhD level. But this doesn't really answer our question whether you need a degree to become a data scientist. So for that, let's look into the general job descriptions and requirements to become a data scientist. According to Indeed, who self-proclaims to be the #1 job site in the world, they say that data scientists are generally expected to have a minimum of a bachelor's degree in data science, computer science, or another closely related field. Many employers prefer a master's degree to further hone skills in computer programming languages, probability, and statistics. They also share some data on data science jobs listed on their website in the United States for the past 3 years. From this plot, what we can see is that 95% of employers expect a bachelor's degree to be a data scientist at that company. From an anecdotal point of view, if I just go onto my LinkedIn and look at all the data science jobs in my job section on the website, most of their companies in their requirements section pretty much state that they want a master's degree in some sort of technical subject like physics, maths, statistics, just any STEM discipline. Overall, the point is pretty clear. Employers want a degree if you want to be a data scientist at that company, and more often than not, they want you to have a master's degree in a STEM subject. So we have just seen that majority of data scientists do have a degree, and the majority of employers for data science positions specifically want a degree. So in other words, you clearly do need a degree, or at least a degree will be very helpful if you want to become a data scientist. But does this really answer the question? Well, no, it's a lot more nuanced than that. Employers are not necessarily after the degree itself, but they're rather looking for the skills and abilities they develop while studying for those degrees. I have made several videos explaining the exact maths, statistics, and coding skills you need to become a data scientist. And a lot of these skills are actually taught in kind of the first or 2 years of most STEM subjects at university. High school maths classes rarely teach you things like tensors, Bayesian regression, and eigenvalues. However, a lot of these topics are frequently covered, like I said, in the first 2 years of most STEM, particularly maths and statistics degrees. Like I said in previous videos, you need to know the underlying maths if you want to become a high caliber data scientist. And what these STEM subjects do is that they teach you this maths and you learn it and study it, And that kind of grade and degree you get at the end is a stamp of approval to the employer that you know all these underlying domains you need to understand to become a data scientist. Not to mention, these degrees, particularly the STEM subjects, teach you how to work and solve problems and understand and study technical topics, which again is a very useful skill as a data scientist to have, and employers know this. The advanced degrees like masters and PhDs really teach you how to do individual research and dive deep into a problem, which is again another very useful skill to have as a data scientist. If a company can trust you to really dive deep and solve all these weird intricacies in their pipelines, models, etc., then that's a very valuable skill to have, and employers are happy to pay more for you because they know you have these abilities. Now, don't get me wrong, I know you can learn all these technical things online if you wanted to, but personally, I would find it very hard to motivate myself to learn something like tensor calculus in my spare time. I mean, the motivation you get from wanting to pass your exam to get a degree that you've paid thousands a year in tuition fees for is a lot bigger motivator than simply just doing it on your own accord. Overall, if you want to become a data scientist, then getting a degree, particularly in a technical discipline, will increase your chances. But it's not the be-all and end-all. You can definitely learn all the technical skills you need without a degree. In fact, I have several videos, which I'll link on screen here, that detail the exact roadmaps you will need in order to learn the technical things to become a data scientist. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button, and I'll see you in the next one.